Premature pomp and circumstance? Well, not really. I'm Joe Downs for the Aces Insider. With both the baseball and softball teams on the road for the Aces this weekend, the graduating seniors from both teams will not be able to participate in the commencement ceremony set to also take place this coming weekend. Another example of how student athletes do sacrifice a lot during their careers here in college. However, that hasn't stopped them from being able to march and celebrate that great event that is commencement, as the university has held its own commencement here today at the Meeks Family Fieldhouse. We got a chance to talk to the athletes about what this day means to them.
My parents were just talking about how just the other day I feel like I was walking into freshman year and then making another transition to the Purple Aces. Moments just fly by. You don't even recognize it and realize that this time is limited, you know, so take advantage of this moment.
It's pretty fulfilling. It's been a long 4 years, but also a short 4 years. It flew by, but every day was, you know, it's tough being a civil engineer and playing baseball and working my schedule around it and everything, and it just means all the hard work's paid off, and it's pretty amazing.
It's about summing up what you've done over your 4 years. I mean, I've only got to spend 2 years here, but it's been a great 2 years. I have my family all in town, and I get to share this with them. And it's a stage of life ending and starting a new one. So I'm excited for what's to come, but we still got some work here to do. So it's kind of a summation of stuff that's happened over the last 2 to 4 years, I guess.
To me, it's kind of the next step in my life. I've been kind of trying to get everything together, get everything organized towards the end of finals, and kind of being where I am now and not looking too far forward into the future, and kind of enjoying everything as it comes by and taking it day by day, but also preparing myself for, like I said, the next step in my life and getting ready to find that full-time position and kind of transition into a full-fledged adult, I guess.
That's really exciting. You know, the past 4 years have been a lot of fun, a lot of hard work, and to have my close friends and family here, it's kind of the icing on the cake for a special 4 years here.
As a head coach and mentor and all the things that goes along with that, what does a day like this mean to you?
It's one of my favorite times of the year, you know, one of my favorite events, just because you look at the young men that come into the program early and how they develop through the course of their 4 years here, really having a life-transforming experience here at the University of Evansville, and to see them graduate knowing that they're ready for the next stage of their life is very exciting as a head coach, as a leader, somebody that looks over them and believes in them, just seeing them develop and get ready for whatever challenges come ahead. I know whatever community that they go and reside in, they're going to be leaders, and they're going to represent the University of Evansville at the highest level.
It's an emotional day. It's one that I'm extremely excited for Brittany to be able to make it to this accomplishment as a coach. Yes, we coach softball, but this is the end goal, right? Getting them to graduation. So just super excited for her and her family to be able to share in this moment with them is really exciting for me.
Wins and losses come and go. You know, sometimes you know, you don't get what you deserve, but today, these kids are getting exactly what they deserve. They get their degree. It's great for us to be able to do it for baseball and softball because they always miss because of where their season happens. So it's always great to be able to do this for them, try to give them the same experience that all their teammates will do, because who knows if they'll ever do this again. Some of them will go on to do graduate school, but you know, whether or not that they have a chance to walk and to have the whole processional, we try to make it as special a day as we can.
To me, the commencements are the best part of the academic year, because you have the excitement of the graduates, you have excitements of moms and dads and loved ones. And if you think about it, this is the culmination of what is really a very profound step in their lives. They've come to a great university, they've finished, they now have their diplomas. We call it commencement for a reason. It's the beginning of the rest of their lives. It's a terrific day.
The end of your 4 years here, when you think back to it, what sticks out to you?
It's definitely the family the friends and family that I've made here. My teammates, wouldn't change any of it for the world. I thank all of them for all the hard work that we've put in together and all the times and stories that we've shared and all the times we've been 6 a.m. weights or 10 a.m. practice or 9 p.m. practice. It's like no matter what it was, we were always together, and I'll never forget that for the world.
It's hard to narrow it down to one thing, but just all the memories with the guys, really. The bus trips, the tarp duty, early morning weights, you know, getting done with the midweek game and then going to the library after. I mean, it all adds up to one great big memory.
I think for me, it's the way that you get welcomed in when you come here. My first semester here, I remember we were going around just talking with the guys, and a big subject was how we get welcomed in when we come, and we feel like we've been here for 2 years already. So I think that's the big sense of being welcomed in when you come.
A lot of studying. I mean, a lot of test taking, a lot of homework, a lot of scheduling around practices and stuff. It's been long, but it's been worth it.
The seniors since I got here were awesome. They were very inviting, and I think the seniors this year have been great with the freshmen, the upcoming classes, just being super welcoming and just being a part of the family.
I actually think about that all the time. This whole semester I've thought about all the moments that brought me here, you know, all the people that have helped me along the way, and so I can just say thank you to everybody else. Yes, I've done it, but I have not been alone.
One can't help but notice all the sacrifices that student athletes make, and you guys all make huge sacrifices. A day like this happens because you're making another sacrifice, which is you can't march with your classmates at the big commencement. Is it kind of bittersweet in a way because of the sacrifices you guys make? You have this instead of the march on Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, throughout the year you got to make sacrifices anyways to be with your team, so it's definitely nice to kind of have a little private ceremony with your seniors that you've been growing up with.
I think that regardless of where I'm at, the people that I want to be here are here. You know, 2 great parents that's always stood by my side, and that's the main thing. And as far as this moment, I think it's more family-like anyway. You know, it'd be awesome to walk at the Ford Center, but I think this is just fine too.
I think it's really special, actually. It's pretty cool that the school does it. You know, getting your family to be able to see you walk at graduation is pretty big deal. So it's definitely something that I think other schools should do, and it's pretty awesome to do it here.
There's a lot of things that are unique about being a student athlete, and this is one of them. So it is unfortunate that we don't get to be in the actual ceremony with the rest of our classmates, but it kind of represents the uniqueness of being a student athlete and getting something like this that's special to us. So it's nice. It's nice that the school does this for us.
But being a student athlete, you do have to sacrifice a significant amount, but also it's very rewarding. It's really preparing you for the next stage and be able to handle different things that all comes to being a part of a team, commitment, and being a part of something bigger than yourself, I think is the biggest lesson in it all. And what a unique opportunity this is at the University of Evansville, and President Tom Kazee, Mark Spencer, they have an event like this special just for a handful of people to be able to experience the graduation march. I think it really shows to the mission of the University of Evansville, that personal touch that is really being revealed, and we hold true to our mission statement here at U of E to give that personal, one-on-one type of attention and experience for a life-transforming experience that gets them prepared for the next step. So I think today kind of really shows what the University of Evansville is all about, and how our players are ready to compete at the next level.
These young ladies do a lot for the university. To play softball and to miss a lot of different things, you know, but that's what they love to do. So it's awesome that the school comes together and has this ceremony that's just for them. I think it kind of sums up their experiences here. To be able to share with baseball is a pretty neat and awesome thing.
They give their all to the school, and a lot of times they're doing it outside of hours and long weekends and time that just doesn't get seen. But this is probably the most visual way to recognize that, you know, they can't go to graduation because they're going to be in a different town playing somewhere else. And that's what happens to them. And, you know, our numbers here are only going to get bigger as our track and field program develops. You know, we'll have another team that'll be participating well past the graduation dates. Now, whether or not they're participating out of town and be able to go through commencement, we'll see. But, you know, we need to do this for these kids because they give their all, and we need to do the same.
It would be easy to say, well, we're sorry you can't be there. We'll mail you your diplomas. It's just, you know, it's too bad. Well, we don't do that. We say you deserve the recognition that the other graduates get, but because of your commitment to your sport, We know you can't be here on that day, so we're going to do something very special for you. I think it says a lot about the values of the university.
While their classmates will be donning their cap and gowns this weekend, these seniors will be representing the University of Evansville on the diamond and once again doing them proud as they've done throughout their college careers. For the Aces Insider, I'm Joe Downs. And remember, you can keep up with all things Evansville athletics on GoPurpleAces.com, as well as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and our YouTube channel.